Some women do not chase, they do not plead, they do not etch their longing onto the walls of another's indifference, and yet their absence becomes an echo chamber in the soul of the one who failed to see. He will wander familiar streets, haunted not by her voice, but by the profound silence she left behind. This silence is not emptiness. It is the sound of an inner world withdrawing its light, a universe folding inwards. It is the first tremor of a reckoning he does not yet understand, not as an individual, but as an archetype emerging from the collective depths, the woman who sees. Her strength is not forged in conquest, but in the quiet crucible of observation. She has navigated the labyrinth of her own shadow, the rejected fury, the stifled desire, the ancestral grief, buried like cold jewels within. She knows the taste of her darkness, and this knowledge grants her a terrifying clarity when observing the darkness of others. She carries her animus not as a weapon, but as an inner compass, a source of discernment honed by inner conflict resolved. You feel it, don't you? That unsettling pull towards those who reflect your unclaimed chaos? The intense, almost fated connection that promises wholeness, yet delivers only the same fractured dance. This is the anima's siren song within him, projected onto her stillness. He mistakes her depth for a mirror, meant solely for his reflection. He pours his unresolved longing, his fragmented masculinity, his denied vulnerability into the vessel of her presence, believing she exists to hold it. He does not see her. He sees the salvation he refuses to build within. His ego, fragile beneath its performance, operates on ancient scripts. Fear masquerades as control. Need disguises itself as passion. He seeks not a partner, but an object, an anima carrier, to soothe his inner void, to validate his unsteady worth. When she resists absorption, when she refuses to play the role scripted in his unconscious theater, confusion curdles into frustration. His shadow rises, the denied weakness, the hidden rage, the entitled possessiveness he disowns. He projects this shadow onto her. Her boundaries become coldness. Her discernment becomes manipulation. Her silence becomes a weapon. This is the collision point. The friction ignites. Shift occurs within her. Not a reaction, but a recognition. This dance feels chillingly familiar. The push-pull, the hot intensity is followed by cold withdrawal. The blame that lands like a stone where empathy should reside. It resonates with an ancient chord, an echo from a time when love felt conditional, safety was precarious, and worth was a currency paid by compliance. This is not merely about him, it's the ghost of past trauma whispering through his actions. Her body remembers what her mind tries to rationalize. The tightening in the chest, the hypervigilance, the old script whispers, fix it, appease, dim your light to soothe his storm. The stoic within her observes this physiological uprising, the amygdala's alarm, and refuses to let it dictate action. She feels the pull of the trauma bond, the addictive lure of resolving the unresolved, and chooses not to step onto that familiar broken path. This is where empowerment roots itself, not in changing him, but in reclaiming herself. She withdraws the energy she had loaned to his narrative. She ceases feeding the projection. This is active shadow work in the relational sphere, recognizing that the intense emotional charge he evokes often belongs to her own unhealed places. The orphan need, the abandoned child, the silenced voice, now being mirrored back. But crucially, she also sees his projections landing on her, and she lets them fall, useless, to the ground. She refuses to become the container for his disowned darkness. She ceases the futile attempt to make him see her. She focuses instead on seeing herself with relentless honesty in the dark pool of her reflection. This is the beginning of individuation in action, separating herself from the tangled web of shared unconsciousness. Can you feel the weight lifting when you stop carrying his unclaimed anger? When you stop twisting yourself to fit the mold of his unresolved anima fantasy? The liberation is not in winning his understanding, but in the profound act of reclaiming your psychic territory. What ancient wound does his behavior force you to finally confront within yourself? Detachment blooms, not indifference, but a profound inner relocation. Her emotional center of gravity shifts decisively inwards. Stoic resolve merges with hard-won self-worth. She understands that his chaos is his to navigate, his shadow his to integrate. Her value is not contingent on his ability to perceive it. This detachment is not coldness. It is the fierce warmth of self-preservation and radical respect for her nay. She stops explaining. She stops justifying her peace. She stops casting pearls before the unconscious. Her silence now is a sovereign act. It is the space where individuation deepens, where the animus strengthens as an inner guide, no longer seeking external validation. It is the sound of energy returning to its source. What power lies dormant in the choice not to engage? In the refusal to dance the old dance? What strength is forged when you anchor your worth not in his fleeting attention or volatile approval, but in the unshakable bedrock of your own witnessed existence? His confusion is not your problem to solve. His awakening is not your responsibility. The path forward is illuminated not by his awareness, but by her own reclaimed light. She walks away, not with slammed doors or burning bridges, but with a silence that speaks volumes. It is the silence of energy conserved, of battles unchosen, of a profound inner alignment that no longer requires external noise. She leaves behind the role he assigned her, the projections he clung to. She carries only her integrated self, scarred but whole, tender but fiercely resilient. The echo she leaves in his soul is not of loss, but of an opportunity missed, a reflection unclaimed. It is the catalyst he may one day need for his ant into shadow. Her liberation is absolute. Her presence, even in absence, becomes an unforgettable testament to a